Hi, today I'm gonna do a short tarot reading for my English speaking friends. I already made one for my Spanish speaking ones. So let's see in general what Spirit wants to talk about. Oops, there you go. And inspiration. Inspiration. That is beautiful. Ooh, that sounds like something suddenly will come down. It's card number 29, which is an 11. It's a spiritual number. Success in spirituality and guidance. It says, be open to divine inspiration. You inspire others. Immense creativity, motivation, and energy are expanding in your life. Life without the fire of new ideas is dull and separates you from all that's sacred. Creativity and inspiration are in fact receptivity, being open to the Creator. Even if the motivation that occurs seems unusual or strange, welcome new ideas and fresh ways of viewing the world. Open yourself to the deep flowing wellspring of visions, ideas, and intuition that dwell within you. Through the morning mists, the golden light of sunset, the wind in the trees, and the gentle thoughts at the edge of your mind, let the Creator's wonderful ideas stimulate, enliven, enrich, and revitalize you. I am receiving divine inspiration right now. This is interesting because Neptune is in Gemini, and that leads to inspiration, sudden inspiration, and new ideas. So be aware that you might have ideas that you should be pursuing. So let's go for the tarot and see what it has to say about those inspirations. And I call upon the light, I call upon the divine, I call upon the Holy Spirit for the greatest good of everyone that's watching. What do we have in store? Okay, King of Wands, Page of Cups, and the Hangman. The three of them. So that new inspiration, yep, King of Wands is something that can become something solid. King of Wands, Page of Cups, which is a new idea, new inspiration that comes from the unconscious, but this is like taking that inspiration and that energy that comes in and being able to gather it, and master it and point it in the direction that you want. And this is going to change your perspective or give you a new vision. The three of them came out together. A new vision or a new perspective about something in your life, and it might be your own creativity or your business or something that you already have going on that will get like a revamp, like some new energy. Four of Pentacles in the middle. Okay, seems like working on materializing that, or it could be some fear of letting go of old ideas and holding on to them, like you've been a little conservative, a little sometimes it's hard to let go. I read the other day, which I found super interesting, that when we are in a process of change and evolution, we're not that afraid of what's new and the uncertainty of what's coming. It's more that we're afraid of letting go of the way we know ourselves at present. And yes, confirmation, this is the one that came out. It's death, it's transformation. So yes, there are new ideas, there's new inspiration that is coming in, right? That card that we had was talking about inspiration. So something is coming in that is challenging the status quo in your life in some way, but this transformation is coming, and trying to hold on to what is without allowing the change to happen. Oof. And I know that the change in perspective already happened. Like, you already know what needs to change. It's just that you have some resistance towards it, okay? We're always going to resist change, but if you can consciously surrender and let it happen, it would be so much better for you, because the change and the inspiration is there. So next one that came in is the Three of Wands, which means looking like, I believe that finally you will look into the direction of what's new. This card also means your ship's coming in. Like, this change is something that probably you have dreamed about, and probably something that you have wanted in your life, and it's finally coming in. But there's doubt, and there's strategy to be developed in order for you to prosper and move. And I think it's more about strategy than anything else. And the Page of Wands, which means initiating and moving. So the movement is gonna come, but you need strategy. You need like a plan in order to develop or to incorporate those changes that have been like that inspiration, and those changes that need to be put in place in order for it to happen. And I see then quick movement forward after that. Once you develop a plan, develop a strategy to move forward with whatever inspiration you've gained, that transformation is sure. And then there's going to be some quick movement. And the last two is the Six of Swords, which is a card that means definite movement into calmer waters. This movement is necessary, and it's going to get you to a better place, not only emotionally, which this is all about, and mentally. This is the swords are mental, or about your mind, but the water is about emotions. And if you look at it, one side there's choppy waters, and on the other side the water is calm. So this change and that you're kind of resisting is getting you to a better place. And then the other card that fell off is the Nine of Pentacles, which means autonomy, being independent, being abundant. It's going to bring you to a place where you're going to feel even more secure financially and economically that you have felt before, and proud of yourself, of everything that you've achieved. So this change is necessary. This change, you already know. Probably it's already been revealed. You're still resisting it, but the change is coming. And in the bottom, which is the subconscious energies, Temperance has to do with alchemy. It has to do with balancing out things. It has to do with healing. It has to do with balancing out your emotions, your life, your thoughts, your financial, like getting to a better space in terms of inner peace and balance and healing. And yeah, it's a lot of healing. So this is what it tells me really is that you've been subconsciously trying to balance out, or let me find the word. You've been unconsciously already assimilating is the word I'm looking for. Assimilating the changes that are coming in some way, because you already saw it. You already received the inspiration. You already know you have to move forward. You've been resisting it, but you know it's necessary, and it will happen no matter what. Once you find the strategy, once you find the way to do it, it's going to move forward quickly. It's going to bring you to another level where you're going to be happier and more independent and more abundant and more of a feeling of control over your life and your surroundings. And this can also be an emotional thing or a spiritual thing. It doesn't have to be a material thing. And then this change has already been happening in the background. You have already been doing this. So there's a part of you that it's already there in that balance, and that you know what it's like you feel, and you know that once you start to move, it's going to take you to a better place. You already know this, okay? Because you've been doing part of the work inside you, ruminating over it. It's just that it's not time yet to run out of the gates, but the time is coming, okay? So, yeah, that's it. I love you all, and I hope this helps. See you.